Hello, my beautiful people. Back to the channel once again. Global Football View, and it ends Aston Villa 2, Arsenal 1. Not a good, not a good outing for Arsenal. Not a good reading for me personally because I was expecting us to win this game after our poor form away from home for the last 2 or 3 games, and a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about the game. We're gonna dive through the game in its entirety. But first things first, do the needful, like this video, share it to your loved one. If you've not subscribed yet to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel as we take a dive into the game. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed and deflated, but I'm not angry. I'm not raging because we lost the game. I know in a season, definitely defeats happens during the course of the season. I understand. But the manner at which you lose a game really, really tells for a team that is striving to win the Premier League for the first time in 22 years. And a lot of people need to take the blame for today's game. Firstly, I'm going to start from the manager. I think I don't see why you didn't start Victor Gyökeres, even though he didn't have the best of game in second half. Yes, we have seen that Gyökeres tends to thrive when he starts the game than when you bring him on as a substitute. I think if he had started the game today, you could have brought in Mikel Merino to finish the game. One. Number two, can you tell us the reason why you signed Christian Nørgaard? Because I want to know how come the last phase of the game, the last 10 minutes of the game, Aston Villa are running on the midfield constantly, and you are making substitution, you are bringing Martinelli. I understand you want to win the game, but at the times you need to understand what is going on in the game and understand that Aston Villa are pumped for the game and they are running us over in the midfield. Declan Rice looked tired. Zubimendi looked tired. The defenders today, I think Ben White got tired, which is understandable. So last phone was coming back from injury, understandable. So I don't understand why you could not bring in Nørgaard to shut off the midfield. Martin Odegaard is coming back from an injury. You do not expect him to. Sometimes I think most of these people that cause Mikel Arteta as the one that causing this injury to this player, they might be right, because for someone that is coming back from injury, a person like what's his name, Martin Odegaard, playing back-to-back 90 minutes after the injury he just sustained, I think you should relieve these guys of this pressure. Bring in Christian Nørgaard to show off the midfield. I don't think this is just hindsight in a way, because if Martinelli had scored the winning goal, yes, we would have applauded you for making the substitute that won us the game. Same way, we can still question you for not bringing the midfield reinforcement to help us in the midfield. Aston Villa made 2 substitutions in the midfield because Onana and the other midfielder were tired. Matikash, they brought in 2 midfielders, Buendia and forgetting the other guy's name, to show up the midfield. I think you could have done that by introducing Nørgaard. Taking off Califari, rightfully so. It was only on a yellow card. Taking off Bukayo Saka for Noni Madueke, rightfully so. I'm not going to question that. But you shouldn't have, even if you are bringing Martinelli. I think that's the first up. Martinelli, Trossard, Madueke, and Ricardo. 4. You could have brought in Nørgaard to show off the Merino. I think you could have brought in Nørgaard to show off the midfield instead of bringing what's his name? Bringing Martinelli, because you can clearly see that the midfield, the players in the midfield, they are fatigued already. They are running on empty. You could have F'd this player, but you didn't, and we lost all 3 points. At least we could have gotten a point from this game. Yes, we could have. Okay, at least, but it's not looking good for Arsenal at the moment, because we have not won our last 3 games away from home. 2 draws, 1 loss. It's not looking good. The pattern which I saw in the second half was exactly what I saw in the game against Chelsea. After equalizing, we went into our shells. Why? Why did we go into our shells? What happened to the pressure we were giving them? We allowed Aston Villa to get into the game again. Same thing happened against Sunderland. After we equalized, scored 2-1 up, we went back. No, Mikel. When you have the team on the rope, you go for the throat, you go for the jugular. I think you could have done better in that. Secondly, in Capie, you've won that ball clearly. Why kick the ball into the throw? Off the ball on the other side. You're running like headless chicken. I don't understand why you... Come on. I understand there's a tension in the game, but that ball was your ball. You had every chance, you have every opportunity to shoot that ball across into the half of Aston Villa, but yet you run the ball into the throw-in. You could have done better. During Timber, I understand you're playing out of position currently, but you shouldn't be going to the ground there now. You should not be going to the ground, putting your bumps on the ground. You shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be going to the ground there. I don't want to scapegoat anybody. I don't want to scapegoat anybody. I'm just giving you the my thought on the game and why I think we could have won the game. We could have gotten something from the game. Let's I say, because if you look at the attempt on goal, we had good chances. We had a lot of chances, but the last 10 minutes of the game and the extra time, Aston Villa were all over us, and the manager could have done better by bringing in somebody in the midfield. And next game now is against Closebrook. I don't know what 11 you're going to play there, because the players at the moment, they look jaded, they look tired. And I don't know why they are tired, because Aston Villa also played on Wednesday night. We played on a Wednesday night as them. So Aston Villa plays in the Champions League. We play in the Champions League too. We have been saying we have the best squad. We have the best squad in the league. Yes, we do have the best squad, but at least trust Norgard. Trust people to come in to help the midfield, to show off the midfield. And as for the striker, you need to start doing better. You need to start scoring goal. I understand it's a new league for you. Yes, I understand, but you need to start getting your hearts up and F this team. The game against Club, I don't want to see Declan Rice. I don't want to see Zubimendi. I don't want to see any of this first team. Carry Dito Gokres can play. Carry Gabriel Jesus, Noni Madueke, Gabriel Martinelli, whoever you want to play. But you see that call of that defense. No, I don't want to see Ben White. I don't want to see what's his name, Trossard. I don't want to see during Simba in that game. Please, Mikel Arteta, if possible, play the under 21 in that game, because that game for me is not important. The important game right now is beating Wolves at home next week. Hopefully, we can return back to winning ways. Like this video, if you like this video, let me know in the comment section. Do you think Mikel Arteta was to be blamed? I'm not blaming him. I just feel like he had a hand in this game. He could have helped the player better, and he didn't do that. Like this video, do all the needful. Share it to your friends. Subscribe if not subscribed yet. Till I see you again, stay safe. Peace out.